曼谷探校，华山米爸带你了解曼谷惠灵顿国际学校。惠灵顿是非常知名的英国教育品牌，在中国都有好几家惠灵顿的分校。那我们今天来看一下曼谷的惠灵顿学校是什么样子。
So here we are on the second floor of the junior school. We're in what's called a learning studio. So one of the innovative designs of this school is that Chris, actually the master, ensured that we completely did away with corridors. Okay, and we've got these innovative learning spaces called learning studios. So in here, you can have a multitude of different learning experiences going on. There could be prep time. There could be which is specific tasks out of class that students work on, but also sort of small groups and interventions can go on here as well. So it's a really light and airy space. It allows for teachers to really sort of focus on the individual needs of a child, and that's really, really important because obviously that's one of our key learning areas as well.
Let's go. Sorry.
It's okay. So are we touring?
We're just, this are our friends from IES who are interested in recruiting Chinese families for the school. Basically.
Oh wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really great.
I love it.
So you're looking at, those are my random name generators there.
Yeah.
So, and that's my engagement Jenga pile. So if they get a good question right, then they get to come and pull a piece, and that sort of gets them listening very
Excellent.
Closely because they want to play.
Super.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Just I think really every When I came to this school, and sort of seeing this kind of, this kind of space, it's not. I suppose it's not just the space; it's just the care that goes into it. You'll see other schools that maybe have grass football pitches, and frankly, they look like they don't look like this. They look like a field. Yeah, they don't look like a. So yeah, it's really important to us if we're going to do something, we do it properly and we do it to the best standard. Okay. Right, so walk this way. So here you'll see this is our training pool. This is for our youngest, so absolute beginners. Children at Wellington College, Bangkok, start swimming from the age of 3. Okay, so we're very, we take swimming, as you can see, very, very seriously. We've got an excellent swimming program. The head of our swimming program is a gentleman called James Goddard. He is a former Olympian. He went to 3 Olympic Games, and he now heads up our swimming program. Needless to say, we've got sort of very high standard at the top end, but we also are very keen on inclusion. Okay, so ensuring that everyone has the opportunity to learn, and that starts with the smallest swimming pool here, which is very, very safe. Very high ratio of teachers to students. Then when you're a bit more confident, you go into our purpose-built 25-metre pool, and then in a minute I will show you the Olympic size pool over there. Alright, this is a fantastic swimming complex we have here. I mean, really impressive, and this is again another purpose-built facility, 50 metres Olympic size pool. We hold galas here, we've involved competitive events with other schools, and there's great viewing for spectators, and it's a really great atmosphere here when we have live events. So and obviously swim club come here and they train regularly in the morning and in the evening, and I think now things are getting a bit more accessible here. We're looking forward to holding further sporting events soon. We've held football, swimming, basketball events, and we'll be having we've had Intercity Sports Day here as well, which is a really important aspect to our curriculum, is ensuring that our children remain active and that they have opportunity to try a different range of sports on offer. This is another really high spec purpose-built facility. The reason our director of basketball is such a fan of this space, first of all, we have 2 full-size basketball courts. It's, as you can tell, the air conditioning is fantastic, really good seating. It has adjustable height for the basketball, whether you're starting out at 8 years old or if you're going to 18, full size. The flooring as well is, again, a purpose-built professional basketball flooring. So this is the sort of standard you'll get within professional courts. Other courts may have aspects of what we have, but they may only have maybe 1 court, or they might not have necessarily quite a good floor or facility as us. Linked to this is also as well, we also have conditioning rooms, so we have weight training and
conditioning rooms up there.
Oh, upstairs. Yeah.
Furthermore, over on that side, we have a golf simulation facility, so you can practice
Upstairs?
up there. So therefore, we've got the latest technology in there to help your golf swing, and that's part of our golf program. So just to reiterate, we have an Olympian for our swimming. We have a former professional basketball and professional basketball coach of the Thai women's team as our head of basketball, and we have a professional golfer as our or former professional golfer as our head of golf. We also have professional coaches for football and for tennis, and they're sort of our 5 core sports. Okay, we offer a number of other sports as well, such as athletics, such as might be things like touch rugby, might be things like cross country, it could be gymnastics, but those are our kind of our 5 core focus sports at the moment. So it's basketball, tennis, swimming, golf, football, but there are other sports that are there as well. Okay, our house system. Okay, so many British independent schools, you have a house system. We have 4 houses, and when you join our school, you are put into one of those houses, and that forms part of your development, your kind of pastoral well-being. You get to know children from other parts of the school. There might be in older year groups. You sit with them and you have lunch. You learn from the older children. You also compete in things like sports day and other house events in your house. When you're academically rewarded in terms of house points, again, you're earning them for your house, so it creates really good level of kind of competition, kind of galvanizes people, creates camaraderie, and we find that, again, I mean, many schools have that certainly British schools have that as a kind of key part of what they do. So children very much enjoy being part of a house. It gives them an identity, and as well, when you join as a family, you become part of the house. So I'm in Benson because my children are in Benson. Okay, so I get to wear the Benson shirt, and when it's sports day, I wear blue, and my children are wearing blue. So I'm not just supporting my children, I'm supporting the house as well, which is great. It's a really nice kind of feeling. Yes, lagoon area. This is great for exploration. So you might be doing science exploration. It might be to do with you might be in an art class. You might be practicing some poetry. Or you could just be recreation. Okay, but it's a fantastic part of the school that allows, I suppose, kind of greater kind of sensory kind of recognition and things like that. So we have this kind of walkway down here, our fountain, obviously our shrine, and this is our theatre in the distance. So children come here at break time. They can come and relax, talk with their friends. Certainly if you're a kind of senior school, you don't necessarily want to be running around the playground all day. You can come here and maybe do some reading or that kind of thing. So it's quite common. You see the teachers, you see students kind of accessing this area. But it's also lovely when you're kind of coming into the theatre now, actually.
Wow, this is...
Yeah, this is quite... It's showing it's a bit dark, unfortunately. I don't even know where the lights are.
Wow.
We'll go down on stage, shall we?
Wow.
So this is...
this is the...
Imagine being a student on here, right? You've got 600 seats in front of you. Christmas performance, prize giving, assemblies are in here, end of year production. We even do movie night sometimes. It's not out of the question to have a movie night here, in the evening. It's got a lovely. The sound carries brilliantly. I mean, obviously you'd have a microphone, but it's magnificent.
Yeah. It will be a unforgettable experience.
I think when if you bring a parent here, you put them here, and you get them to think about what it would be like for their child to stand on this stage and deliver a speech or deliver a performance or something like that. Like you say, it's kind of we're making those kind of experiences and those kind of memories for children. And actually, the interesting thing is, then when they get to university, they've done it. When they're standing, they're doing a performance at university, or they're presenting in later life at work. They'll remember their first experience was at Wellington, in front of everyone else. Cool. So it's pretty powerful. Yeah. Okay.
So that's a new building, right?
So this is another nice lawn here as well. This is play sports on here as well.
Baseball, rugby.
Yeah, I mean rugby, cricket, football,
Oh.
tennis. I mean not tennis. We have tennis courts over there.
Oh,
But this
tennis.
is going to be our senior school building, so you can see it's already looking pretty big. It's going to be 6 floors. So
6 floors.
yeah,
Oh.
it's going to tower over everything else actually.
Now it seems like 5 or so.
Yeah, it's about 5 at the moment, so it will soon be up. And that is going to again. I'll show you some of the designs and some of the images of that, because that's obviously for football marked out front, and then obviously in the distance there you have our tennis courts as well. So again, tennis being one of our core sports. Yeah, well used and accessed by all of our students basically. So it's yeah, good. But it's very light and airy. There's a lovely range of food available. So we kind of cater for all tastes really, both Asian and Western. Freshly prepared on site, excellent quality, all certified as well. So it's
So there are 4 areas for each house, right?
the children tend to sit in their houses, yes, in this environment, but it depends on sitting. Yeah. Slightly younger children, so they've been learning all about. Get this right. On this side, they've been learning about the Romans, because as you can see, they've been learning about Roman centurions and battle strategies and things like that.
So that's a historical research.
So the children made all of these.
178.
Which the year 3's been involved in. You should have and also have a look at some of the writing. Just look in terms of the.
It's from year.
This is from year 3. So
3?
you can see incredibly neat, detailed, and highly creative.
That's wonderful. Year 3.
Yeah, this is year 3.
Well, good writing ability.
Confident as well.
这是1年级的教室，在国内这是相当于学前班的5岁。
I think they were doing pirates last week, but they've changed now. Again, you can see the way the learning studios are set up for the year. This is the 2 year 1 classes and year 2, so a bit more kind of play-based learning, but also, really good facilities for writing, for mark making, for studying, etc., etc. Very different to your kind of traditional class. So there's 2 floors. This is the ground floor of the library, and it's again sort of really sort of set up for children, students to sort of make their own discoveries and to sort of find their interests. And then there's opportunities within the class, within the library to I suppose speak to the rest of the class and to make presentations and things. So I've been in here on a number of occasions where the class will be sat here.
The teacher will be
What do you
there.
call this bit here?
It's almost like a little amphitheater.
Amphitheatre. Yeah, we call it an amphitheatre. Yeah, exactly. So they'll have opportunities to deliver presentations down here, or they'll have stories read to them, or Mr. Ferguson will be doing a lesson. And under here, we have a reading cave. Okay, 'cause in terms of making reading fun, you can go in there with your head torch. And you can sit in there and you can have a read one of your favourite books. The other thing to make reading fun.
Read some adventure story.
Yeah, exactly.
Cave.
is, to get from the top floor to the bottom floor, you take the slide.
So the library upstairs.
Library upstairs, and out you come.
Cool.
So again, it makes reading
Time
fun.
tunnel.
Yeah, time tunnel. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, we should call it the time tunnel.
That's good.
Is a way in which we kind of create
Donation.
sort of different communities within the school, and each child, when they join the school, joins a house. Okay, so these are named after famous people that are connected to Wellington. And at the moment, if you do a good piece of work and you do well, you get a house point. And it seems to me at the moment that Apsley have done the best amount of work, or the most amount, and they're just charging into the lead. Wellesley, Stanley and Benson have a bit of catching up to do. So a student does a good piece of work, they get to put a token in here, and then at the end of the year, the winner is the house with the most tokens. So I think they're studying film